Do you sometimes wonder about the gap between what you expected from your academic and research life and what actually happens every single day? Hi, I'm Katja, founder of Spark Knowledge Community, and together we are moving from isolation to impact, leading in science and research confidently and collaboratively. When I started to work as a researcher, just after finishing my PhD, I was so fired up, full of passion and ideas, and a clear vision of breakthrough discoveries and smooth path forward, of course. But fast forward a few months, and suddenly things looked very differently. Deadlines loomed. A lot of work I saw as unnecessary or even unproductive was expected to be done by me, and my motivation really started to dip. And I felt this creeping sensation of overwhelm that wasn't caused by lack of intelligence or effort. So, if you're a researcher struggling to keep up with the weights of expectations, feeling stuck, or just plain exhausted by the roller coaster of research and academic life, this video is probably for you. I will pull back the curtain and share the unvarnished truth about academic lives, why the reality can feel so tough compared to our hopes, and what practical mindset shifts and strategies help me and many other researchers I've worked with move forward with more clarity and confidence and balance. So if you find this valuable, please share this video with a colleague who needs to hear this. I love empowering researchers to reclaim their freedom and impact because thriving in academia isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter and more sustainably and strategically. I'm fully committed to advancing scientific progress by empowering each scientist and researcher that crosses my path and is willing to join and overcome the challenges and thrive in academia so together we can address today's most pressing global issues. All right, so let's dive in. The first expectation is your academic path will be a straight path to success. Many of us start imagining the academic path as a clear, sort of linear road, right? Like learn, experiment, publish, win better projects, and repeat. But the reality, it's more like a tangled uphill maze. You might expect your experiments to work smoothly, your ideas to flow freely, and your progress checkpoints to follow a neat schedule. But instead, you face failed experiments, unexpected setbacks, and constant revisions. This is normal even for best scientists. So remember, science is not a perfect process. It's a trial and error and resilience. The second expectation, I will always feel excited and motivated. I wish that was true, but motivation fluctuates, even for passionate scientists. Some days I feel like, magic flows effortlessly, and the other days, I question whether I'm even cut out for this at all. So when you feel stuck or tired, it doesn't mean you failed. Motivation is not a constant resource. It's something you nurture and reignite strategically. And it's something very much related to the environment you immerse yourself in. I found that breaking down big projects into small, achievable steps and celebrating tiny wins with my colleagues and my community I'm part of immensely helped me stay connected to the purpose and rather than overwhelmed by everything I need to do. Expectation number three, your supervisor or advisor or your boss will always have the answers. Many researchers imagine their advisor or supervisor or boss is the all-knowing guide who will rescue them in times of confusion. But often people higher up the academic hierarchy are stretched in themselves, so juggling their own research and teaching and administrative loads. I learned that instead of waiting for guidance, taking agency and crafting your own progress path and seeking support from a wider community, from your colleagues and peers and coaches, make a huge difference. So your academic journey is yours to lead. Expectation number four, you can do it all without sacrificing your life. This might be the hardest reality to face, but academic life demands huge investment And juggling this with the relationships and the family and personal care can sometimes really feel impossible. If you're a parent or managing other responsibilities, and I know so many of you are, you might feel invincible pressure to do it all. Thriving in academia doesn't mean endless sacrifice. It's finding balance that respects both your career ambitions but also your personal well being. I personally know so many people that burned out or got themselves into sick leaves for months just because their work was completely out of balance, actually, which you need for the wholesome life. So, the freedom to own your scientific story includes setting boundaries and prioritizing what matters both inside and outside your work. Expectation number 5: perfection is the goal. This one is a big trap. Many researchers and scientists fall into this perfectionism. Every draft must be flawless, every experiment successful, every presentation heroic. So if you think like that, or even if someone in your close proximity is like that, constantly commenting on your work from the perfectionist perspective, it can be soul wrecking. Perfectionism kills momentum and it fuels procrastination and it even feeds the imposter syndrome. I tell members of my community progress, not perfection. That's what leads to the impact. So remember, your research work will evolve and improve, and it needs to start out somewhere and then it will become better and better, but never perfect. So, how do you thrive despite all these realities? Embrace flexibility for sure, accept that setbacks are a part of science. Adopt and keep going with the best you have at the moment. Next off, build a supportive community, support network, connect with peers, mentors, and coaches who will get you your journey, who don't have to be the lone genius. Set up sustainable goals, break goals into manageable steps, celebrate progress, and be kind to yourself when life interrupts. Prioritize well being, sleep, movement, hobbies, and connections outside academia. They aren't luxuries, they keep your brain and spirit actually strong. And own your story. You are not just a researcher, you're a scientific leader shaping your unique legacy. So your future starts now. You are enough and have everything to succeed. I hope this honest look into what academic life, life of a researcher, a scientist really looks like was helpful for you. If it resonates, please share this video with someone who needs a reminder they are not alone. And that thriving in academia is absolutely possible on your own terms. If you want a clear roadmap to understand where you are right now in your academic journey, because getting clarity is the first step towards thriving, I invite you to complete a free assessment titled Assess Your Current Position in Academia. It's designed to help you see your strengths and growth areas clearly and to plan your next steps with confidence. You'll find the link in the description below. Also, if you want more strategies to navigate these challenges, look out for other videos where I dive deeper into beating imposter syndrome, thinking like a leader in academia, or how to thrive under ineffective higher management, how to manage overwhelm, and other aspects relevant to building academic and leadership resilience. It's a great privilege for me to help you become a more satisfied scientist, and I love to hang out with you, with all of you in Spark Knowledge community. Until the next time, engage.